Today I'm going to go over setting up the VAMP system, which is a device that attaches onto the arterial line that's going to be inserted into a patient, and it helps us draw back labs sterilely and return back that blood without taking any caps off or disconnecting the system and breaking that seal, so it maintains the closed system. So I'm just going to go through the setup of it. You need to have your A-line already set up previously like this, and if you have any questions about that, I have a video about setting that up as well. And then all you need to get is this package from the supply room. It is the Edwards VAMP system, as you see there. So I'm just going to open this one up. So I already have my arterial line primed, burped, all of that, so it's all set up here. I'm going to say that that's level, the transducer's level with the phlebostatic axis, and this is all done before the provider is finished setting it up, and so you'll set this up in the same fashion that you set up the whole system, all aseptic. So this is what the tubing looks like. It's got this little accordion that can push in and push out, and so we're just going to push it down. Oops, I already broke it. This little clip thing can attach onto the transducer clip as well if you wanted to, but we'll just keep it there for now. And then this here is the sampling port, which I'll show you in a second up close once it's all set up too. But we have adapters that attach onto the vacutainers, and so it punctures this. You'll clean it off with alcohol prep, let that dry, and then the transfer VAMP saddle device will attach onto the vacutainer, and then you can just pop your lab tubes on it, pop it off, clean it off, make sure there's no blood on it afterwards, so it's nice and fresh looking for the next time you come. So this will just attach onto the longer end, will attach onto your primed arterial line. So I would have hand hygiene, gloves on, all the things. Take off your cap here. And then this one was already set up in our aseptic technique for the arterial line. This is the side that would normally attach onto the catheter once the provider is about to insert it. This is what you would hand them. So I'm just going to take this cap off and then twist these two on together nice and tight because it's an artery. We don't want anything leaking. And then you're going to pull your blue tab to prime this entire set through. Make sure there are no air bubbles because we don't want that going into the patient. All right, now that we don't have any air bubbles in, and this is all set up, clamps push down, all that, we would hand this to the provider when they are ready for insertion. So you would take this cap off, hand it to them, they'll attach this onto the patient. But I am going to show you what it would look like to draw labs. So we'll say that is nice and connected on. And in the patient. So to draw labs back, as I said, we've got the little gel pad right there. So we'll take our vacutainer and our needleless attachment device. We're going to scrub off this hub here with alcohol, let it dry, and then you will take this little accordion clip, and it's got little knobs on the edge. You pinch those and you pull up and it pulls back, and this should pull back. It's not as red as I thought it was going to be, the cranberry juice, but you pull it back, and that is how you get your waste sample. So instead of drawing back with the syringe like you normally would and doing the 10 cc waste or so, you just pull all this blood back into the little accordion. This stopcock, we're going to turn it so it is now, it won't let you flush that blood back into the patient, and we're not going to draw any of the waste back into the sampling port. So pull back with the accordion until you can't anymore. That little device is full. Turn your stopcock. We've already cleaned this area. We're going to attach on our vacutainer, and then just pop our little tubes on. It will fill the tubes up with the suction with the amount that it needs. And then once you're done, just wipe off that little pad so there isn't any blood droplets or anything. And then you'll turn this stopcock back to where the arrows are facing the patient and the transducer bag. And then we push down this accordion, and so it pops it down. We see that there's no more blood in the chamber here. And then in this part of the line, it would be all blood, so we want to just make sure that we flush that all the way through and get all the blood back to the patient, clear the line so it doesn't clot, just like we would if we were normally drawing back from a syringe. And that is the setup of the VAMP. Let me know if y'all have questions.